in the Knolls, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pringle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Takes a handoff. It's Pringle. He's past the sticks. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Deep in the end zone, it's Singleton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. He's got it down the middle. On the move at the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Drops back on first down. Turns up, it's Boggs. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
A lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an inter-conference battle every time they played, but no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance for both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniform, the history of the players, so it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Sweep.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to run it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down saying go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
To the air, it's Daniels. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. The give. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Out wide left, it's Pringle. Snags it, and there's running room. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Throwing Mensah. He'll take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And I like the thought process of an offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Trying to get started. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. Down he goes.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Got it in the middle, it's Riles. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll run it. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Here's Mensah to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense. They're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The play fake. They're all over it. That, friends, is a...
is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to establish the run. And he could not get loose on the run.
Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with him if you're on offense as a staff.
There he goes! At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Florida State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in a hurry up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Mensah just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
On play action. Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They punted away on 4th down. And the ball comes to rest right there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good...
Wide open spaces. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Knowles. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
When it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Throwing Mensah. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. On the return. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out to the right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hand it to the back. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quarterback changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Canes moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
There he goes.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
On the move. He turns it loose to the left. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Mensah finds his target, and he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 11 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Texas A&M with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the right. Got the tight end outside. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with a big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Daniels. Right side, it's Boggs. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And he avoids the sack.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to call it what it is. They could have done a lot better, but to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
On the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. After that punt. And there is a man slow to get up. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. Hits the hole. It's Fletcher. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep...
Makes the grab in their space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. The handoff. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
Trying to get behind the defense. Got it. They will score! Touchdown, Miami!
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Got a little space. Enough to move the chains. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Right back to the well. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
3rd and long right here. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. Left side, it's Wiles. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Play action on first down. Move to his right. He'll pull it down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Runs through a tackle. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming.
Snags it, and he's open. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the... Touchdown, Hurricanes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll test the right side. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Canes! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Lots of room to run. He's at the 40. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Bulldozes his way through. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And they're getting close to the point now in offense where it's full milk the clock mode, right? Run the football. Don't worry about throwing it right down the middle of the field. Keep giving it to your back who can fall forward. If he can keep doing stuff like this, get a few first downs, preserve the victory, and get out of here.
Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Driving forward, it's Croma. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And and the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Mensa to throw. Between the hashes, it's Gilbert. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Stepping to the right. Takes a hit as he fires. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Out wide left, it's Vaughn. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
At the 20, he's got space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
The fake wants to throw. Look out! Trying to get rid of it, and the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has got...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it is another interception. Just